Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Christina. For those that know me and for those that don't know me, I play a big role in this family, and I'm really not born into it. This family has always treated me with the utmost respect. We've gone through our ups and downs like brothers and sisters, like a family, but we always made it through, like Lydia says. She says she had a family. She made it happen. And she loved every minute of it. And I have to agree that she incorporated me in this family always. I want to share 2 stories with you. And I chose this way of expressing myself because had I literally come on this platform and try to talk to you at this time, it would have been very difficult for me to express myself without you understanding. Lydia played a very big role in my family, in my heart, in my soul, in my everything, because she played my second mom. I remember when we moved in, I was 14, and the very first day, my mother happened to move in at night. I don't know what that was about, because I don't know who moves at night, but whatever. 70s, whatever. But I met the ladies from the building, the mothers. I met Jenny, Maria, Juanita, and that's how we met, because we got stuck in the elevator with these ladies. And then 3 years later, I met Lydia in the elevator. It was just her and I. I'm a little nervous right now. I know she's running through my blood right now. And she knows I loved her so deeply that it was a bond that nobody knows that we would talk when I had issues or I needed someone to lean on. She was there and we talked. And last week, I was cleaning the dresser and her picture fell. I picked it up. Then last week, I sent her a message and I said, Lydia, are you okay? Because I hadn't heard from you. And she never answered. And then I got the call 2 days ago. And because of the first 2 clues, I was hesitant to answer the phone when Jackie called me. But I said, let me pick it up. And Jackie told me the news about her mother having a couple of days. But knowing this bond I had with Lydia, I knew that those couple of days weren't going to happen, because she was calling upon me to come and see her, but I couldn't make it. And it broke my heart to hear Jackie as I was walking through the door to go see Lydia that she had passed. I broke in a hysterical cry. My son was here. He started crying. Because you see, in this family, we grew a bond. My son grew a bond with Jonathan. He's always been there. And I grew a bond with Lydia and Jackie. My bond was really close with Lydia because when I met Lydia, when I was 17 in the elevator, she said to me, hi. I said, hi. 2 people in the elevator. One is 17 and the other one is an adult. The 17-year-old, ignorant as I was probably on my way to do something bad. I was rushing to get upstairs, and here's this lady asks me, what is your name? I'm getting scared because the way she said it, she sounded like a policeman, and I thought I did something wrong, and I'm on my way upstairs. I'm going to go do something else, and this lady's asking me questions. I said, Christina. She says, Christina, what is your mother's name? I said, this is getting really intense now. She's asking me my mother's name. Did I get in trouble and I forgot? I said, Fela. She said, Fela. She said, little girl, because that's the way she always referred to people younger than her. Little girl, I used to babysit you. I I said, what? She immediately got my attention there because growing up, it was a little difficult. But deep down inside, when she said, I used to take care of you when you were 2 years old, my hairs was standing up and she got my attention. She said, we're getting off on the 4th floor together. And she says, oh, you live on this floor? I'm nervous talking. She said, do you mind if I knock on the door and see if this is the right fella? I said, no problem. And she says, that's funny because my mother lives down the hall. So she knocks on the door and my mother opens. My mother gave me these ugly, roll the eyes face. I must have done something bad. And I said, let me stand here. I go inside and I said, let me stand here and see how this pans out. So mommy opens the door and Lydia says, Fela. And my mom says, Lydia. And from there, me and Lydia had a bond. And she started telling me how she loved me and how she took care of me. And she was 12 years old and she used to go around thinking and telling people that that was her baby because she loved me so much. So from there, Lydia and I became the closest friends. She would always inquire about me, go to the store, she'd see me there, and she would tell me, when you have time, come through to my house, we'll hang out. And from there on, we hung out. You better believe it. She became my BFF, my mom, my friend, my confidant, my secret holder. And from there, we took it from there. And I grew with Mikey and Jackie and Jonathan. She was my babysitter for 11 years, Lydia. And I loved her with all my heart. And I'll never forget the time when she called me and I moved to Florida. And I told her, Lydia, I miss you. Because it's not the same over here. It's more distant with life than before. And she said, I'm going to come visit you. And she came. And she came to visit me. And she stood. My best friend stood. Because she said, I want to stay over here if you don't mind. And she stood with me. She lived with me for a couple of weeks and she found her own place. So that's a friend. That's a deep, close friend and a bond that I will always hold and cherish forever. And then my daughter passed away 25 years ago. She was 5 years old. I can remember when my mom was preparing the services for my daughter, my other mom was buying the dress and fixing her little face. And when I had my moment to sit in front of the world to send off my daughter, I said to my family members, can someone please put the 2 pieces of clothing that Daniela loved so much because she was a Selena fanatic in the coffin so she can dance when she's in the sky. And my family members said, no haga eso, because that's not traditional. Lydia took and rolled up the 2 pieces and put them in the coffin and looked at me and went, shh. And we kept it at that. So I knew right there that she was the right person to look up to and to come to when I needed her. So Lydia, I want to tell you that I love you. I will always be there for your 3 kids because I've always considered myself as your 4th one. I love you, and every time my thoughts come in place and your name comes out of my mouth, it will always be filled with gratefulness, happy thoughts, and appreciation that you lived up to being the bestest friend in the world. My kids love you. My husband loved you. And tell your mom that I'm still with George and she can't have him yet. I love you, Lydia. Thank you guys for letting me share in my thoughts. And you go, Lord. And you bless this beautiful angel that you just scooped up. And remember, Lydia, that I will always appreciate you when you opened that door and I had a tear in my eye. And you said, sit down on my bamboo chairs. I'll be right back. She got me a tissue and she said, stop the crying. I'm here for you and I'll always be here for you. You can believe that. And she was. She went and got her copper tin little container and said, sit down and let's talk. And I love you, Lydia. Sleep in peace. You're home now. Thank you, guys.